Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is DJ and today we're going to be taking a look at the Tigerspite. This is a 450 round per minute kinetic auto rifle that you can get from the Dreaming City. Today we're going to talk how to get it, my opinions on rolls, and a couple other things unique about the weapon. And first, before we get into the video, two things. One, thank you guys all for the support. It's been freaking incredible recently. And also the patience with some stuff going on recently. Thank you guys so much. And two, I just wanted to say that Destiny content is once again coming back. So expect to see a lot of Destiny content. They might be slightly less interesting than like the other videos that I did, like the Redrick's Broadsword stuff, but quality content nonetheless. So without further ado, let's take a good look at the rolls. So taking a look at the stats and rolls here. First off, the weapon stats are pretty average, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing too bad either. Hidden stats, aim assist and recoil direction are a little bit weak, especially looking at the recoil direction. 68 is not a good recoil direction for this weapon, or any weapon, to be exact. You want to keep the final number in the recoil direction to be a 5. So if it's 65, 75, 85, that's going to be better than this, of course, 68. Because, of course, the recoil direction would be much more vertical when it ends at a 5. If you don't believe me, look up Fallout's video on the subject. I'm pretty sure that's the one that explains recoil direction. So for the rolls themselves, in the first slot we have Ambitious Assassin, Threat Detector, Mulligan, Subsistence, Overflow, and Surplus. And in the final column, we have Hipfire Grip, Rangefinder, Swashbuckler, Demolitionist, and Unrelenting with Frenzy. First slot, let's talk about these perks. Ambitious Assassin is fine for PvE, not necessarily my favorite for PvP. Threat Detector, if you want more handling, Threat Detector's a fine perk, but since this is a 450 auto, you're not going to be getting close to many people, so not my favorite perk here. Mulligan is just kind of a personal preference perk. Some people love it, some people hate it. I personally don't find it that useful. Subsistence is really, really good for PvE, not so much for PvP. But, I mean, it will work if you have something like Swashbuckler. Overflow is by far the best perk in this trait column. It doubles your magazine for simply picking up ammo. And in PvP, that's not a hard thing to do. PvE, if you have scavs on, finders, it's going to trivialize ammo. And Overflow is going to be active all the time. Surplus is fine in PvE. It's not a bad perk whatsoever. But in PvP, this thing really shines. Getting that extra stability boost is really, really nice. In the final column, Hipfire Grip is trash in PvE, but honestly not too bad in PvP if you want Hipfire Grip on your weapon. It's really personal preference. Rangefinder is going to be a top pick for me. A lot of people find more use out of it than I do. I personally don't like Rangefinder as much as other people, but it is a really solid perk nonetheless. So Rangefinder is definitely a good perk for PvP, not for PvE. Swashbuckler is an all-around good pick. Extra damage for getting a kill, and tons of extra damage for a melee kill, especially when running a melee build. This is great. Demolitionist is also a top pick for me. Getting extra grenade energy is awesome. Unrelenting is trash, period. And Frenzy, even though I'm not a big fan of it, is definitely a great PvE perk for the PvE players out there. It's definitely really good, even though I don't find as much use out of it as other people. Now to my recommended rolls. I'd recommend something like Small Bore or Hammer Forged or even polygonal rifling for your base barrel, with either ricochet rounds or high caliber rounds, Overflow or Surplus with either Rangefinder, Demolitionist, or Swashbuckler. That's my PvP god roll. For PvE, once again, Small Bore, Hammer Forged, polygonal is going to be great for PvE. With any magazine boosting perk, or even high cals. I've seen a lot of people liking high cals in PvE. First trait column, really anything here will do fine, but the perks that I'm looking at are Subsistence, Overflow, and if you really can't get Overflow, Ambitious Assassin will be alright, I guess. The final trait column, you're going to want to go for either Frenzy, Swashbuckler, or Demolitionist. I'm leaning more towards Demolitionist or Swashbuckler, but that's because of my personal preference. So now that we've gone over rolls, let's talk about my final opinions on the weapon and how to get it. So, it's pretty simple. How to get this weapon is just you go to the Dreaming City and do activities. I'm pretty sure it can drop from stuff like public events, even though it's a very weak chance. When it comes to the Blind Well, someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure in the Blind Well it is guaranteed a Dreaming City piece of loot each day. And when it comes to getting another piece of Dreaming City loot, I don't know if it's guaranteed for the first drop and then you can just get it randomly every other drop, or if it's just you guaranteed get it the first drop and then you can never get it again until the next weekly reset. Blind Well, just complete one Blind Well and you're most likely going to get it. And of course, stuff like the Petra bounties, which will give you stuff like, you know, do a Ascendant challenge, do the mission. Very easy stuff to do. You can do it all solo if you wanted to. Really easy stuff. The weapon itself, though, when it comes to PvE and PvP, in my opinion, this is a really fun weapon. I would not recommend taking this into stuff like trials if you're really trying to win. Or even, I'd say to a point, it's fine in GMs. I use it in GMs and it was perfectly fine. Nothing bad about it. However, there is one thing that I'd like to mention about this weapon. It is not at all meta, because it's not a hand cannon. No weapon that isn't a hand cannon isn't going to be meta without some crazy perk like, you know, Desperado. But that's a very special perk, and it's not going to be found on much weapons other than the Redrix's Broadsword, Claymore, and of course the Messenger. This weapon is not meta, but for the people who aren't meta sweats that just, you know, use meta weapons and that's about it, and that like to use interesting stuff, this weapon is incredibly fun, and I really, you know, would like if you guys try it out. It's genuinely fun, and I really enjoy using it. If you're not a big fan of 450 autos, you're going to see less appeal out of this weapon, but if you do like auto rifles like I do, and you find that you do like 450s, this weapon is a must-have for some 450 users. And I recommend picking up a decent roll. Even for PvE, it's incredibly fun, and pretty solid at that. So that is my review on the Tigerspite. Lots of fun stuff here. I really enjoyed this weapon. Once again, thank you guys for also all the support. It is really awesome seeing all the support on the channel recently. And I just hope we can keep this going once all the content starts being pushed out. I am getting a PC soon, which is going to be pretty awesome for not only content, but for just Destiny in general. And once again, I'm back in my raid group, so expect some weapon reviews to be coming out and some guides and stuff. Most likely starting in Season 15, although I do want to get one more weapon review out this season. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Once again, support on the channel greatly helps. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.